Thought of getting a victory on the road, the T-Wolves came into the arena tonight with a look of confidence. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, DeAndre Ayton's a defensive anchor in the middle. He talked about his ambition at the end of the floor, saying, I just want to be able to guard 1 through 5. That's my goal. I'm going to show my opponent why he is not supposed to be on the same floor as me. Brian, plenty of confidence.
And the talent to deliver, Allie, for sure. Thank you. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Russell, the pass to Towns. Towns, a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards. Good.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he's smart. He stays focused on his shot.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Now here's Gobert. In his last outing, he had 11 points.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Over Gobert. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist by Ayton.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Towns. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Booker with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Now here's Edwards. Did not look good in their loss against the Spurs the other night. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that have some turnover or a coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work. I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And here's Bridges. He played a great game against Golden State. Booker. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. 1:43 left in the opening quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best. Boy, you get everything you want from a young star in Anthony Edwards. I mean, excellent all-out energy in every minute he's on the floor. Plays hard and with great intensity, and he's got a commitment to working hard in practice. That is a really good combination for one of your franchise players.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And the Suns call time here. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Saric checks in for DeAndre Ayton. Craig comes in for Bridges. Okogie's checked in for Devin Booker. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And Forbes subbed in for Russell. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Payne. They need this. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Johnson passes to Craig. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. The open shot by Saric.
And I just love the energy they've showed on the defensive side of the ball, especially inside where they're putting up some major resistance.
And that's always your first priority defensively, and I think they're doing a nice job.
Gobert against Saric. Knocked away. Here's Okogie. Pass to Payne. Back to Okogie. The three is up. No good on the buzzer beater. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Timberwolves ahead, up by 11. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves. What do you think, guys?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 11, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
So for Minnesota right now, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. Gobert passes to Edwards. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Shot's good by Towns.
If Towns gets a good look at the 3, you feel like it's going in.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Now here's Bridges. McDaniels covering. Out to the right wing. Here's a 3 from Paul. Phoenix no good that time either. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can. He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Back to Towns. McDaniels from long range. Kept alive. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Minnesota.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other area they've impressed me is their commitment to the dribble drive, not settling from the perimeter.
Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Outside Russell. Reed sets a screen. Russell to pass to Reed. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Reed's got his first 2 points of the night.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Pass to Russell. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Towns a screen on Paul. Here's Russell. That shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
From deep, Johnson. And the Suns get another three.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. Pass to Russell. Fires from deep. He's off on that one. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
Two guys clearly battling for the spot, both putting on a show. You just hope it doesn't become an all-hero ball.
Yeah, it's the scoreboard that decides the real winner in the end. That's pretty profound on my part, don't you think?
Yes, it does.
Let's turn our attention to that first half, which left a big deficit on the board for the Phoenix Suns.
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft, hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Bridges passes to Paul. Ayton, a screen on Towns. And denied! He sends it right off the glass. Now Russell. High post Towns. Ayton against Gobert. 5 on the clock. Pass to McDaniels. And the layup is good off the glass. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Phoenix calls timeout. Checked in for the Suns. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Noel, he's checked in for Russell. Johnson passes to Booker. Hits a three-pointer. Booker's got 6.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc. Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. 5 to shoot. Edwards can't hit.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
Bridges with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Pass to Payne. The 3 is up. McDaniels with the rebound. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Booker's shot is good.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Pass to Noel. Here's Edwards. That's tipped and stolen by Booker. From 20 feet. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Booker's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Payne. Booker, the pass to Ayton. From deep three-point range. Booker no good. Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Towns finds McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Booker for 3 and his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Edwards against Booker. Edwards with it. 6 points for him. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. Both teams deciding to change it up. He does not get the second one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves ahead, up 10. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. On the court for the Timberwolves. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Bryn Forbes. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Russell finds Anderson. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight. Phoenix has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Craig. Back to Paul. Saric with it. Reed defending. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And both free throws good for Saric.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Pass to Russell. And here's Reed. Back to Russell. To the wing on the left. Now Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Saric. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Good on the bucket.
You know, Saric can get it done just about from anywhere, and he's comfortable firing from mid-range, too.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. A new group getting ready for the Suns. Johnson, he's checked in for Craig. Mikal Bridges comes in for Lee. Okogie's checked in for Shamet. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told them it's going to come down to our defense. If we buckle down and get stops, they've got no way back. With the win in sight, he doesn't want them to relax. Guys, back over to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Prince. Here's Forbes to the left wing. It's stolen. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Here's Payne. Again, the Suns good for 2.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Russell up top, defended by Payne. Russell, that's good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Russell against Payne. Saric a screen on Russell. And here's Payne outside. Anderson pulls it down. Minnesota has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. And the call will be against Dario Saric. That's his first foul of the game, and the play-in tournament has been a success. But some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Granted, kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And, yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players.
6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. The Suns clear it.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Payne finds Johnson. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Booker for 3. Not going to go that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Down low. Towns, that's good.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Edwards against Booker. And here's Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing from outside the arc. Edwards can't hit. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
Booker, good.
A high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
17 foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Phoenix calls timeout. They trail by 7. 8 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Lee. And and nails the tray.
You know, on defense, even on an inbounds play, you can't leave three-point shooters alone on the perimeter. They paid for it there.
And Minnesota calls time here. They lead by 4. 5 ticks left in the final quarter.
Who's ready for t-shirt time? Get on your feet, get loud, fans. Substitution on the court.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial, too, at this time of the game.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 6. 5 ticks left to play in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Booker for 3, and the Suns get another 3.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Minnesota. D'Angelo Russell. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
But all Russell has to do is push out the distractions and focus on the task at hand. He can do this.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big for a team that shoots threes like they do. It's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And now we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.